Hi, this is Robert Haubrich, and I'm going to be showing you how to do a nuke effect, which is the one I did for Project 3, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to be showing you how to track using Mocha AE and masking and keying effects. So the first thing I did was track the video. Went to animation, track in Mocha AE. Well, first you gotta click the video. Just name it something else. So I have the clip, I have it cut down to where he's actually acting. And that should be good. Then I just grab the pen tool. I think it's a little frozen. I just grab any place that stays in the scene, like this pole. Okay. I like to grab 4 points. Okay. And then I just track forward. And that takes a while, but I already have it tracked, so you can see how it works. So then I would go to File, Export Tracking Data, and I would use the last one, copy to clipboard, but I'm not going to do that because I already have it. Save. And then I go back to my composition here, and then I would create a new null object. So create that, this null one. I'd click on it and Control V to copy the tracking data, and now you can see it's on there. After that, I found a already keyed out explosion, DVE explosion 01, and I just simply add that to the scene. I keyed out the beginning of it because it shows a little screen of where it came from, and I just keyed the opacity out so I got it to where it started, and I got the explosion there, and I pick whipped to the null. As you can see, it says null 1, and so all these explosions are being tracked by the null, the tracking data, which is right there. And that's why you can see even though the camera moves, the explosion stays where it's tracked on the screen. That was motion tracking in Mocha. And now I'm going to show you how I did the masking to get the trees to look kind of like the explosion was behind it, and the pole. As you can see over here, you can still see the pole. What I did is I just created went to layer new solid. I created that solid, just a gray solid, and I drew lines with the pen tool. I made the solid invisible so I could see the spot, and I chose a good spot on the video where it wouldn't cut off too much. Like the first frame wouldn't be a good place to start because it would cut off these trees over here. Just a place where the pole stays in, so like right there. And then I made it invisible, and I used the pen tool to track around the trees and the pole and the other trees and like that. And then I attached that as well to the null one so that it was tracked to the video. So there it's tracking the trees. And then to make the explosion not show up where I had the masking data, I can keep this invisible so that it doesn't show up. And then I just went to the explosion, and under the track matte I did alpha inverted matte gray solid 2, which it only does for the object on top. And so after you do that, you can see without that it shows through, and so if you do that alpha inverted matte, it won't show through. And one of the parts I had a difficult time was because the trees aren't a solid border, unlike the pole. I took the gray solid and I pressed F for the feather, and I feathered it so that it wouldn't be as harsh lines. Like if I did that, you would be seeing that, and that wouldn't be good. So I just did about 60. I think I did it different for all of them since I have the explosion placed in different ways, all the other explosions in different ways, to make it look like a longer explosion since I want it to be like a nuke. So like the first explosion and the second explosion, I just moved these video marks where I thought it would be best to put it. Also, now since it's a nuke and not just an explosion, I thought in most nuke scenes you'll see like a red glow happen even like earlier before the nuke hits. So I did a orange solid, and I just cut around with the pen tool to make it look more circular of an effect, and that's what you get with the orange solid, like that. And all I did was key the effects for the opacity. So say right when I wanted to start showing, I would click the stopwatch, have it at 0, and then where I want it to be fully out, I would just bring the opacity up to 100, and it would automatically key it. Then I could bring it back down where I wanted it, and that's all you have to do for keying effects. And I did that with I think I did that with the feather for this as well, just to create a better type of explosion. And that's about all I did. I motion tracked using Mocha, and I used the gray solid to mask using alpha inverted matte to the gray solid. I copied those down to do the same thing at different times, and then I added an orange glow effect to get this whole effect. I hope I explained everything well, clearly, and not too fast. Thank you for listening.